So the National CyberWatch Center is a program under the National Cybersecurity Student Association, is a program under the National CyberWatch Center, which is a consortium of higher education institutions, businesses, and government agencies focused on collaborative efforts to advance the information security education, research, and strengthening the national cybersecurity workforce. If you want more information about that, you can go to nationalcyberwatch.org. We're also funded by the National Science Foundation. Our mission at the National Cybersecurity Student Association is to enhance the educational and professional development of cybersecurity students through activities, networking, and collaboration. This group supports cybersecurity education programs of academic institutions. We inspire career awareness and encourage creative efforts to increase the number of underrepresented populations in the field. We just launched in the late of June of 2016. And one of our goals is to build a cyber workforce. NCSA will proactively contribute to the preparation of a world-class cybersecurity workforce through the development of technological and leadership skills that ultimately contribute to their employability. The goal of the FY 2016 is to build local and state chapters. Our vision at NCSA is cultivating a national community that supports students in their cybersecurity endeavors through extracurricular activities, career opportunities, mentoring, and keeping the forefront of cybersecurity trends. So our association is open to colleges and universities, students 18 years of age or older who are interested in cybersecurity education and careers. Our annual membership fee is $25, and our benefits include networking with other like-minded individuals to learn about scholarships, internships, and mentoring opportunities, gain access to research and publications through our partners. You can participate in conferences, training, and events. You can also connect with sponsors who are actively seeking their next cybersecurity employee. So this is a map of our presence in the United States. The blue represents our current presence, and the green represents where we're not currently, states that we're not currently in. At NCSA, we currently have 325 students who are members of our association, and we're in 14 states. So another goal of our FY 2016 is to have a presence in all 50 states. Our advisory board member consists of our list here. So everybody on our advisory board are either in academia, industry, government, or we have students. At NCSA, we have 4 main advisory board subgroups, which consist of our chapter development, communications, conferences, special events, internships, scholarships, and cyber competitions research, associations, policies, strategic plan, fundraising, grants, and sponsorships. Each advisory board member participates and is assigned to a group. The groups work on projects in order to meet our strategic plan and build the association. So why are we unique? How do we differ from other professional organizations? Most information security associations are solely focused on professionals already in the field. They do not address cybersecurity students very often. Here at NCSA, we are student-run and have student-focused activities to help promote our professional development. As an example, NCSA recently funded a trip for me to the 2016 National Initiative for Cybersecurity Education Conference in Kansas City, Missouri. There I came in contact with several professionals in industry, government, and academia. I'm looking to pursue my PhD after my master's degree. And after I was able to network with professionals and learn more about the universities across the nation, I made several contacts with people and professors, and uncovered that many research universities offers a full ride plus stipends. And I found this information very valuable and otherwise not knowing if I didn't attend this event with the help of NCSA and the professional development opportunities that they offer. So currently we have monthly newsletters that go out. We also have webinars. Our next upcoming webinar will be on December 15th, 2 p.m. Eastern, and we're going to hear from Ninja Jobs on IT resume building. We have several partners that include the National Cyber League, the Cyber Fed Show, ShowMeCon, EC Council, and the list will continue to grow larger as we expand. We have internship opportunities with companies like RaySec, and we're having collaborative discussions with Ninja Jobs, ICSA International, and the Linton Foundation. Our social media presence includes Twitter at NCSA. We have a Facebook page, NCS Association. We have a YouTube channel, National Cybersecurity Student Association, NCSA. So after this presentation, we'll post this webinar on our YouTube channel. We also have a LinkedIn group, which is the National Cybersecurity Student Association. There's a upcoming annual Community College Cyber Summit Conference at Prince George's Community College in Largo, Maryland, 2017. We're going to have a career fair that'll be on June 28th from 8 to 12, which Ninja Jobs will be hosting the career fair. We'll also be at Women in Cybersecurity Conference, March 31st to April 1st, 2017, in Tucson, Arizona. So the Bureau of Labor Statistics projects that by 2020, there will be 1.4 million IT job openings, but only 400,000 computer science graduates with the necessary skills to fill the cybersecurity pipeline. So what problems do we want to solve? What do we need to learn? And what skills do we need to solve these problems? Or join us and become part of the movement. So we would like to get involved, become an individual member or start a chapter, increase awareness at events. We have scholarship opportunities, internships, and different positions. You can share your knowledge at webinars, articles, interviews, and social media discussions. We offer incentives. We pay for conferences, educational events, and awards. Network with cybersecurity and professionals from across the United States. So start a chapter. We can start a chapter at your community college or university. If you have an existing club, it's not a problem. We can just integrate NCSA into your existing club. All you have to do is fill out a chapter application, and you can send your inquiries to chapters@cyberstudents.org. The chapter must list the individual student members who have registered as individual members, and that individual membership is necessary, which is an annual membership of $25. We're also including an annual student chapter fee. So if you have 10 members or less, the annual fee is $75. If you have 10 members or more, the annual fee is going to be $50. And you can also become a foundational chapter with 10 members or more if you sign up before January 30th, 2016. Then we'll just waive your annual chapter fee.
Hey, Gus, slide your mouse over a little bit. It's blocking part of your slide, I think. You had a big, great spot.
Oh, sorry.
There you go.
Okay. So our chapter development package will include the bylaws, meeting minutes templates, a guide to better board meeting minutes, how to establish a cybersecurity club, semester status reports, where you're going to give us updates every semester on what your club is doing, how's it going, how many members you have. We're going to include a presentation for student chapters, so we'll have a presentation that you can show to your students. Also, we'll have a student association flyer so you could hand out, and marketing materials. So if you're interested in becoming a part of the Student Advisory Board, we have one position available. Some of the activities that included are supported in leading subgroup activities, contributing with writing for our blog and research, and presenting and or participating in conferences across the nation. So what we're looking for is full-time students during the 2017-18 academic year with 2-year, 4-year graduate schools. All majors are with the interest in cybersecurity are encouraged to apply also. You know, applications must be at least 18 years of age or older. And finally, the Student Advisory Board member commitment is for 1 to 2 years, approximately 10 to 15 hours per month. So if you're interested, you can send the information to info@cyberstudents.org by November 29th. You can send us your resume. The file name would be the last name and then your resume. And send us also a one-page statement that includes how being on the advisory board would benefit student association and how you envision integrating your academic experience into the student association activities. Also, how being on the advisory board will leverage your cybersecurity career and personal goals. And lastly, if you can send a recommendation letter from your student, from your school instructor or advisor. And all this, again, can be sent to info@cyberstudents.org. So if you need more information, more about our chapter, you can contact chapters@cyberstudents.org. For more general information, you can contact info@cyberstudents.org. For sponsorship information, you can contact our director, Dr. Joe Portillo, at jportillo@nationalcyberwatchcenter.org. Just to wrap up the National Cybersecurity Student Association presentation, and we can open up for questions and discussions.
Okay, so we have a few questions that have been posted in the chat window already, and I'll start with the first one and go in chronological order as they've been posted. So the first question, Gus, Bill asked, is the membership fee per chapter or per student? And I think he was referring to the first slide that you had that had membership fees on it.
So there's two separate fees. We're doing an individual fee, an individual membership fee, which is the annual fee of $25, and then there's also going to be a chapter fee, which is $75 if you have 10 students or less in your chapter. If you have 10 students or more, the fee will be $50. So there'll be two fees: an individual fee of individual membership fee of $25, and then the chapter fee. And that chapter fee, what we're looking to do with that money is, to buy T-shirts for the clubs and do some other great stuff that we can have some material for our members.
Okay, great. The next question comes from Alan. Alan asks, is membership open to alumni, and what happens after a student graduates?
Yeah, membership is open. As far as after you graduate, you can still be a part of NCSA. We're working on creating a kind of a alumni membership or a mentorship program, maybe, where we can have these students who have graduated and went through education and their career path, if they could come back and mentor the students who are currently going to school.
Okay, and I'll add to that a little bit, Alan. So, of course, the National Cybersecurity Student Association is geared towards students. The National CyberWatch Center is rolling out a new membership program right after the first of the year, and in it we will have an individual membership offering that we've never had before. So if a person has been a member of the Student Association and they've gone into professional life now, perhaps the National CyberWatch Center membership may be more appropriate for them. Okay, Steve Foster asked, will your slides be available that you've used in the presentation? Yes. Do you know the answer to that?
I'm not sure, but if, what we could do is we could send that request over to info@cyberstudents.org, and then we'll see if we can send them out to you. Okay. But in the chapter development package itself, after you become a chapter, we'll send you a similar presentation so you can show to your chapter.
Okay. Alan Watkins asked, can we get the package now and decide later if we will actually start a chapter? And I think he's talking about the membership package. Yes. Can we get it now and decide later if we will actually start a chapter?
That's a question we would have to, I would have to forward on to our director. So you could contact Jay Pertillo at nationalcyberwatchcenter.org, and she would better assist you with that question.
Okay. Another question from Steve Foster. In a new chapter, who will be able to mentor the students?
So when we start a chapter up, when you start a chapter at your college or university, you're going to need an instructor or a faculty member to head the chapter. Currently, we are not providing any mentors to go to the school. We will have a webinar series where we'll have speakers to talk about industry education and things of that nature. What I have done at my community college, previously I was at, I reached out to professional organizations and had them come to our school to talk to our student chapter and mentor us on their career path and what they're doing and things of that nature.
Okay. And Kim asked, would you please display the last slide? I think you've got the one up there now that she was wanting. So the contact information. So Kim, I hope that's what you were looking for. Okay, Crystal asked, when was NCSA founded, and how can I find out if my university has ever had a chapter?
So we were just founded recently in June of 2016, so we're fairly new. Currently, as far as the chapter goes, to find out if you have a chapter or not, we do not have. I can find that out for you. So you could send that to info@cyberstudents.org, and we can find out if we have a chapter at your school. I don't have a list of all the chapters in front of me, so I can't really give you a positive on that. But if you send that request to info@cyberstudents.org, we can look into that for you.
And Crystal, I would imagine your school probably does it because the chapter program is fairly new, and so this is something that they're just getting started. So I would imagine you probably haven't ever had a chapter. I hate to destroy this name. This is from Therandu Drexel. I hope I said that right. If a university wishes to partner with NCSA, who should the point of contact be?
The point of contact would be our director, Dr. Joe Pertillo. So we could you could send your request to Joe Pertillo or Jay Pertillo at nationalcyberwatchcenter.org, and she could assist you with that.
Okay. And Kim Green says she used the contact us. I'm assuming that's off the web page. The contact us feature on the web page in September, but she had no follow-up about how to start a chapter. So how do you want to address that, Gus?
Currently, you could, well, right now to get that resolved immediately, just send an email to chapters@cyberstudents.org. But I will personally look into the issue on our website to see if our emails are going to the correct location.
Okay. And back to Kim Green. So she would like for you to display the requirements slide again. So can you go back to the requirements? I think, is that for a chapter, Kim? Or for individual?
Happenings, start a chapter.
Yeah, there you go. So Kim, I hope that's what you're looking for. There you go.
So the basic requirements for a chapter, we ask that you have at least 4 officer positions taken. So we require you to have at least, president, a vice president, a treasurer, and a secretary. And that'll be listed in the bylaws too. So if those who are interested in, like mentioned earlier, if you want to get a chapter development package out to you before, so you can decide if you want to be part of us, just send an inquiry to chapters@cyberstudents.org.
Okay. And Alan Watkins has another question. Is there an expectation to hold monthly chapter meetings for our student members? So I guess he's asking, does the National Cybersecurity Student Association expect the chapters to hold monthly meetings?
Yes, that requirement is listed in our bylaws also. So we expect you to have, we have a requirements document. And that requirements document will have information listed on the chapter's expectations. And one of them would be to have monthly meetings, to fill out a quarterly report, give us the list of all your members that are in your student association, because we're going to use that information to send you out newsletters and valuable information.
Yes, this isn't something that was asked in the chat. It's just a question I think might be informative for everybody. Do you know how many, approximately how many student members you have to date?
We have 325 student members across 15 states.
Okay, thank you. Let's see, Mario is asking what structure is used during the meetings. Mario, can you have a microphone? Would you mind opening your microphone up and elaborating on that just a little bit?
Yeah, so can you guys hear me?
Yes, hear you fine.
Yeah, perfect. So I know, like, I tried setting up one club on campus, and we followed Robert's rules of order. So I was wondering if there's some type of structure that follows that with the NCSA. I'm guessing it's probably in the application, but I'm wondering if, like, that can be elaborated or anything.
Yes, I mean, typically most clubs or all clubs, use Robert's rules. So we haven't really looked into that yet, but I would suggest using Robert's rules of order as far as the structure of the club. Yeah, so in our guide to better board meeting minutes, we'll kind of address that too, and how to establish a cybersecurity club. That information will be also in there.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mario. The UWF Cyber Club is asking, could you go into more detail on how the NCSA can integrate with an existing cybersecurity club?
So one of the challenges at many colleges and universities is there is already a club established at the university, or multiple clubs at the college or university. So what we're going to do, we're just going to designate a college or university a chapter. And then as far as integrated into the club, you can make it as a subgroup of the club. Say if your club were the Cyber Eagles, you could designate NCSA as a subgroup. And that would be my suggestion to how to do that.
So Therendu Drexel has a similar question, and Therendu, does that answer your question? Yep. Okay. Good. Thank you. Steve Foster has a comment. He says $25 is a lot for young students. You may want to rethink that fee. So, Gus, as the Student Association is evolving, has there been any more thought towards fees and membership fees? And maybe you can go and elaborate a little bit on the thought process that went into coming up with these dollar amounts.
Yeah, I envision as we get bigger and bigger, we could bring those fees down. But our chapter development group, which consists of our academia, our students, that's the fee that we came up with at our time. Hopefully, we can get it down over time. There's ways to get that waived, which you could send your request to chapters@cyberstudents.org. We're going to offer, so we have a blog post. We're going to have t-shirt competitions. We're going to have several different activities where you could get involved, and we'll waive those fees. And for the chapter fees, too.
Okay. And Beatrice has another question about fees. She's looking for clarification. If you have 10 students, each student will pay a $25 membership fee, and the school will pay $75. Is that correct?
So yeah, so the individual fee is $25 per student, and that's just for not being part of a club. That's just the individual annual fee that we have. And then the chapter fee would be 10 members or less would be $75 annual fee. 10 members or more would be $50. So some college universities, there's ways to raise money, fundraising, or sometimes the department will pay or help out with clubs on campus.
A lot of schools have student activities departments. That's what they do. Some schools don't have those. So a follow-up question that Beatrice has: have you ever tried having businesses pay for students' membership fees? Have you seen any of that yet? Guess where a school would have a business sponsor cover the fees for the students, or do you know the answer to that?
I have not seen it yet with NCSA, but in my previous experience at my community college, I created an ISACA student group and a ICSA student chapter. And what I did was I reached out to the professional chapter, and they sponsored our club. So they paid for they actually waived our fees, and they sponsored they gave us money, grants every semester to help build our club. And we're looking to kind of do the same thing too with NCSA. We're looking for, as we go bigger, we're going to have more opportunities to partner with people, and overall just eliminate the cost of for students.
Okay. So Beatrice, that's actually a very good idea, and it's not unusual to have a local or national or regional business to actually sponsor an organization and pay for those fees.
We also encourage students, to share your ideas with us. You could send that to info@cyberstudents.org and let us know, what do you want to see, or what could be changed, and what do you think would be better for the students and be better that you would like to see in our organization, because feedback is very important.
Michael has a question, and this, I think you'll probably have to go to back to a slide. Where do I obtain the development package from? So can you pull that slide back up of who they contact? I think it's chapters at cyberstudents.org.
Yep, so you can find that information at chapters@cyberstudents.org. Just forward your request or your inquiry, and you can send that package out to you.
Steve Foster has a comment rather. There is so much cyber grant money out there, I'm surprised that student fees could not be picked up that way. And Steve, I would agree with you, but I would say this: so when a grant is applied for, don't know if you've ever applied for a grant, Steve. I'm sure there are people that are on here that have not, but in the grant proposal, you have to stipulate exactly what you're going to spend money on. So if there is an existing grant out there that where the award has already been made, and that was not stipulated in the proposal, then that money can't be used for paying for student fees. However, I know Joe Patillo quite well, and I know she was looking at grants. As well as National CyberWatch Center is also looking at grants to assist with the Student Association. So as those move forward, perhaps there may be an opportunity to provide stipends to students for the fees. So that's a great idea, Steve.
Also, one of our subgroups, association policies, strategic plan, fundraising, grants, and sponsorships, their focus is to solely look for these type of grants and look for ways how we could help students. So we're looking into that as we speak.
Okay, and Patricia has a follow-up question. She's still unclear as to the chapter fee for exactly 10 students. Is it for exactly 10 students? Go back to your thing. Okay, so if it's 10 members or less, Patricia, then the fee is $75. If it's more than 10, it's $50. So 10 plus, more than 10 members or less, it's $75. More than 10, it's going to be $50. So I guess you're right, Patricia. The slide probably should say 11 or more members.
Also, you know, we could waive that. We could waive that chapter fee. We could waive the chapter fee if you sign up before January 30, 2016.
And Baron Drexel, just to clarify, again with the fees, is it $25 per student plus the chapter fee for members in a chapter? Is that correct?
Yeah, so it's $25 for the student fee, for the individual membership fee, and then there's just a one-time annual fee of $75 for 10 members or less, and $50 for 11 members or more.
Okay.
And again, that could also be waived if you sign up before January 30th.
Awesome. Okay, and Crystal is asking, are the PowerPoints going to be available for download so she can share them with her Cybersecurity Club? I don't recall what you said earlier, Gus.
Yeah, you can request that. Just go send a request to chapters@cyberstudents.org.
Okay. And Tracy is saying that date has passed, or do you mean 2017? I'm not sure what Tracy was referring to with that. Oh, she's saying you keep saying 2016, Gus. Do you mean 2017 when you're talking about January?
Oh yeah, yeah, that is correct. For the foundational chapters, yep. So it's January 30th, 2017. I'm sorry. So yeah, so if you send a request that you want to be a chapter, you want to start a chapter before January 30th, 2017, then the annual chapter fee will be waived.
Okay, and Patricia, I'm thinking you want us to repeat again the response to your previous question. So if it's 10 members or less, the fee is $75. If it's 11 or more members, the fee is $50. Hopefully that'll clarify it. 10 members or less, 75. 50 or more would be, I'm sorry, 11 or more would be $50. That you're right about the slide. It probably should say 11 plus members on there instead of 10 plus. Crystal says, yep. So I think you just addressed that from Crystal. She's asking, do we mean become a foundational chapter if we sign up before January 2017? That's correct?
That is correct. And we could waive the chapter fees also.
Okay, so that's all the questions in the chat. Does anybody else have any more questions they would like to ask? If you do, feel free to open your mic up and ask the question. Patricia's asking if we register before January 26th, we will pay only $75 for a whole year. Is that correct, Gus?
If the chapters register before January 30th, 2017, the chapter fee will be waived, so you would not pay nothing. But you would have to pay the individual membership, which is $25.
Okay. Okay, not hearing any more questions or seeing any more questions. Gus, would you put the slide back up with the contact information?
Yes.
If you do have any further questions, please feel free to contact either one of those addresses. The best address for general information is info@cyberstudents.org. If you're interested in chapters, contact chapters@cyberstudents.org. You can also contact the National Cybersecurity Student Association Director, Jay Pertillo, at nationalcyberwatch.org. Patricia's asking, I would like to know who select the teams and where will they be held. Patricia, I'm sorry, you're going to have to clarify that, and you might want to open up your microphone to do that. And she says sorry. I think she's typing. While she's typing, I'll just remind everybody that this meeting has been recorded, and it will be made available on the National Cybersecurity Student Association YouTube channel. Just answered that for you, so it'll be just a short little while before it's posted there. We'll have to encode it into the proper format. So just look for, go to YouTube and search for National Cybersecurity Student Association, NCSA, for that channel. All right, hearing no more questions, we'll close out. I'd like to thank everybody for attending today, and we hope you'll think about this and consider National Cybersecurity Student Association for your students. Thank you, Gus, for your presentation. Very informative, and look forward to this replay being on the National Cybersecurity Student Association NCSA YouTube channel later today. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Thank you.